then Lord Chaitanya chanted this verse. And Haridas Thakur, because he was also there, and he's the Namacharya, he was, this is a great verse. Namahima. I'll put that in my shloka book. So then Mahaprabhu, then he was very happy. He was praising its meaning. Then Mahaprabhu embraced Haridas Thakur. Then he embraced Rupa Goswami. Then he went to do his anik. He went to do his Gayatri. Even though he's in the greatest ecstasy, as I was saying the other night. All through the CC, you see, sometimes Lord Chaitanya is a bhakta. And sometimes, especially in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he's Lord Narayan, he's Lord Nrsingadev, he's going to Shiva temples, he's going to Nrsinga temples, Nahovalam, all these places. That's the surface identity, external aspect of Mahaprabhu. But then there's the internal aspect, grinding his face on the walls in Gambhira. That's a whole deeper level, different side. So many sides are there. So now, in the middle of all this ecstasy, of all this rasa exchanges, now he says, okay, now it's 12 o'clock, I have to take a bath in the ocean, put on fresh cloth, and chant my Gayatri. Because I'm initiated in Brahma Gayatri, I'm a Brahmin from birth. And then I'll take some food from the hand of a Brahmin. So such is called Maryada, very strict following of the Maryada. So then, the story goes on, and they're still relishing these different verses, even the same one. And we get to and different writings of Rupa Goswami. Lord Chaitanya was basically this chapter, until chapter 1. Lord Chaitanya is showcasing, if you know what showcasing means, it means like showing off. He's showcasing his great devotee Rupa Goswami. Because the Sakhis are very great, but they're not as great as the Manjaris. Manjaris are much greater. They're much closer to Radharani, they're much more intimate with Radharani, they're much more trusted to Radharani than even the Astasakhis. So there's Lalita and Vishaka, Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to show them, look Lalita, look Vishaka, look at my Sri Rupa. Goswami. How he knows my heart, how he knows my mind. And they were amazed. I'm Lalita Sakhi. I'm Vishaka Sakhi. I'm dancing next to you in Rath Yatra, and you're my Radharani in the form of Krishna, and you're the Baba of Radharani. And I don't understand. But the Manjari understands. What the Sakhis don't understand, what the Sakhis can't perceive, in the heart of Radharani, the Manjaris see very clearly, which this is showing. So now, Lord Chaitanya is showcasing, means like, when you go to a wedding, say you're a grihasta, married grihasta, then you get your best clothes. Where's your dress, your special shirt, kurta, and earrings. Look nice, because this is an official function. So you're showing off. You're showing. You understand? So Lord Chaitanya is showing. See my great devotee. So then he showed Swarup Damodar, then Rai Ramananda came, and then he said Rupa Goswami speaks some things to Rai Ramananda. Then it carries on, and they discuss with Rupa Goswami, and then everyone's realizing, Rupa Goswami is really, really very, very learned, knows everything. He's really gotten the mercy from Lord Chaitanya. So then we finally get to the verse in question, which is what you're asking. Is what is the meaning of verse 106 is what we're discussing. I think now you'll understand. I think you've gotten your answer. Just by studying the context, I think you have your answer. And if not, then I'll make it clear to you. Because the verse says, just to examine Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramananda Roy, the Lord began to praise the qualities of Rupa Goswami before them. Because they didn't know much about Rupa Goswami. So then Lord Chaitanya was now examining the examiner. Because the examiner, the one who examines other people to see if there's rasabhas or apasiddhanta, which would make Lord Chaitanya Mane crowed. He would become very unhappy and angry in his mind. So now Lord Chaitanya was saying, he was examining them. Do you understand now? Do you understand? Do you understand the position of Sri Rupa Goswami? Do you understand his exaltation and how close and near and dear he is to me in my heart? So this is the meaning of why Krishnadas Kaviraj is using the word pariksha. Why is it and how is it that now Lord Chaitanya is examining the examiner, two examiners? Because he's examining Ramananda Roy and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So when you read the context, you read that first he showcases or shows off Rupa Goswami to Srup Damodar, the examiner. And then he shows off to Rai Ramananda. So that's it's all the whole verse 1 to verse 105 is all about Lord Chaitanya presenting. Lord Chaitanya is the stage manager. And the actor on the stage is whom? Rupa Goswami. Who's in the audience? Sarvabhauma and Rai Ramananda. Then Lord Chaitanya stops the drama and he says, now I'm going to examine you. Who is Rupa Goswami? Do you understand? So this is the meaning of this verse.